I'm doing well. So last time I talked a lot. Now you can talk a lot, okay? So who are my new people? So many of you. Okay, and so you two are the returners. Cody, I know you know about this stuff. So guess what? We're all going to divvy up, okay? We're all going to take a shot at this. I'm going to tell you about college circuit because, you know, that's what I do. Then Cody, you're going to talk about Keys money. You can talk about high school basics and the FAFSA card, yeah. Cody, you talk about KHEAA.com. I'll grab the rest. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right, now I don't have to talk the whole time. It's awesome. So, my name is Stephen Held. I cover, if you don't know who I am, I cover Louisville, Metro West. So that's Jefferson County, west of 65. I cover Bullitt and Spencer as well. That's my territory, the best. It's the best. And so I'm here today to teach you guys about these, the books. And so for my newbies, which this stuff is gonna seem like a lot, it's not. You'll get it as you go, but we offer publications to people, to students, adults, kids, whoever, they'll take them. We offer these publications as guides to different things that we teach. Mainly college access, financial aid, career planning, okay? We do teach financial literacy. I love that book, we're gonna go over that. But this one's kind of like the foundation. So this is called the College Circuit. We put a new one out each year, hence the number at the top, 2019. And so every year we redo this. Now we don't redo it totally, but we add new stuff, we amend things, we work on it every single year. And if my assistant director is here, you see her roll her eyes because she has to sit there and facilitate that meeting every year, and it stinks, okay? Because we talk about this thing a lot. We do care. This book, it has several chapters in it. The first chapter talks about preparing for college. So preparing for college, that's admissions. We talk about how careers, money, unemployment, careers tied to education. Paying for college, that's straightforward, right? Resources and activities. So resources are things that they can always reference. You can go back and look at, and activities, we'll go over that at the end. It's not exactly what you think. Now, at the very beginning, planning for college, we've got information on careers. This chart right here that shows unemployment and educational attainment, median income, important. This is why you do it. If you didn't make any money, and that is that, you know, I have to remind myself because you hear it so much, college is so expensive, it's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it. It is. It shows you why, right there. Okay? If you can make $500,000 more in your lifetime than somebody without a degree, that's worth it. That's worth it. Now, is it worth taking out a $100,000 loan? Well, you know, we'll get into that later, okay? Let's not start getting cynical yet. But this is important. Look at the unemployment rates. These are real numbers. You can't deny statistics. So I always like to say this is why we do it. You know? Otherwise, why are you here, right? If you don't believe in it, then why are you here? And the point is you do, because the statistics tell you so and you know so. So that's a really nice chart there. I love that chart. It looks simple. It looks kind of silly, but it's not. It's real stuff. We also talk about curriculum in high school and what they need to do to plan. We've got timelines with the curriculum checklist down there. I'll show you another curriculum checklist here in a minute. But these timelines are cool. The timelines are good because they give you bullet points on what you should be doing. Now, don't teach this. Oh, you got to follow this chart. KHEAA says so. Nah, you don't. You don't have to follow it exactly. But what does it do for you even? Reminds you. Gives you a nice reminder. Hey, check with your high school counseling office for scholarship resources. Uh-oh, I forgot to do that. Well, now you can. We told you to. All right, so listen, I love these timelines. Gives you a reminder. You guys need reminders. Trust me, I need reminders. I forget. I have to remind. I literally have a note on my phone right now about what email I'm going to send out next week because there's so much to talk about, okay? Now, this is the senior timeline here. And these are the financial aid and the admissions processes, side by side. And what you're going to find is they run concurrent. They run together at the same time. Here's what you need to know about that. It hasn't always been that way. I'm sure a lot of you remember, or if you don't, here's how it works. You used to do admissions in the fall, you do financial aid in the spring, and that's no longer the case. Here's the deal. They do not have to be tied together. You can do one independent of the other, okay? You do not have to wait to fill out the FAFSA to fill out applications to college, okay? You do not have to wait to fill out scholarships before you do the ACT. You can go ahead and apply and send a new ACT most of the time. You know, read the fine print, right? But you don't have to apply to a school before you do the FAFSA. Okay? You just need to know which schools you want to send to. You can send it up to 10. Here's the deal. That's not the point to remember that. The point is, they run side by side. This kind of shows you how it runs, okay? This is going to be your life for next year. This is what's going to happen to you, okay? Don't worry. What it does is it makes you feel pressure. Don't. Know the deadlines. You'll be fine. Now, after that, we get into financial aid, paying for college. Now, the first one's scholarship here. Scholarships, we put it on this one page. That's a joke, okay? It's not a joke because we can't put a lot of stuff about this. You know, we've only got a finite amount of space, but one page, come on, we know it's a lot more than that. Scholarships are everywhere. What this is telling you is, this is reminding you, hey, you want to pay for college? That's what you need to start with right there, scholarships. And so we give you some checklists here. We talk about, some of how, what to look for in scholarships. And then we jump right into the other financial aid. Grants, loans, work study, KEAS money, okay? KEAS money is a scholarship, but it's a very special scholarship. Now, this is the flow chart for the FAFSA. We talk about the FSA ID down there. If you don't know what those are, don't worry. KEAS already told you, don't worry. I'm not worried. We're going to teach you that in a couple of weeks, in a month, something like that. We got a FAFSA checklist. If you don't know what the FAFSA stands for, it's the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. That's the form all students fill out to get grants, loans, and work study. And so that financial aid form, we talk about it in this section a lot. There, we even put a picture of the dang thing on there. That's how important it is to us, okay? So, look at that. That shows you what it is. If you want to just read this book, I tell people this all the time. If you read this book, you can go to sleep, not listen to me, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. But if you want to, you can go to sleep right now. If you got that book, you don't need me. But you got to read it. You know what I'm saying? So do yourself a favor. Go cover to cover on this. That'll help you with the students, too, when you're trying to disseminate this information. We talk about, here are the programs right here, the federal and state programs. Not going to go through this with you guys. This is a lot of stuff. Don't worry about learning it all right now, okay? Just know it's in here. You can reference it any time. It even tells you. We're not trying to be secretive about this stuff either. All you got to do is look. There's the grant. What you need to do. How much it is. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Again, you don't need me if you just read it. But we're going to teach you in depth on this stuff. Don't worry. But this is where it's at. So if you need a reference, have this book. Have this book. Now you don't have to just spit off, off your head. Oh, I think it's this. No, it's right here. We talk about loans. Learn this. This is kind of what your job is, Your job isn't to scare the crap out of these kids. And that's what people do. They go in there, loans are bad. Well, here we talk about what loans really are and how to learn how to use them, okay? And that's what you should do. That's your job, is to learn how to use them. We don't want to be down here at the $100,000, do we? Unless we know that job's going to pay us $1 million. All right, fair enough. I talk to medical school students all the time. Trust me, they're way more than $100,000. But guess what? They're going to make that money, okay? Is a loan bad for them? No. So learn about this stuff because it's a good thing. It's all in here. You can reference it any time. We keep it up to date on the information. We're about to come out with a new one of these for 2020, so be looking. We have KEAS money right here on 22 and 23. I still read KEAS regulation to this day. I read it last week, literally. Okay, you'll never stop. You'll never be able to remember every little snippet about this scholarship, okay? Ken Dolan and Keith Ritchie might, fine. But Steve Hill, yeah, look at Ken. She knows it all. But Steve Hill has to read regulation, okay? And so learn about Keys money because there's a lot of myths. You're going to get a ton of questions. These are your talking points right here. It tells you exactly what to say, okay? There's the chart. If you're not familiar with the chart, learn the chart. It's a great chart. I love the chart. We even have a Keys goals you can calculate. And then we talk about academic common market activities. Don't even get me started on that. We'll get to that later. However, this talks about Keys as a whole, okay? If you go to the next page, we start talking about, mistakes, tips, just your general stuff. If you want to use that, hey, it's great. We're gonna, right here on page 26, everything we're gonna go over is right on this page. If you forget a pub, here we go. There's all our pubs right there. We also have online resources on the other side. I love this. It's my favorite page. Don't tell anybody. I love this page though. It's my favorite. Now, we all have our favorites, so that's fine because, we talk about all these different things with these kids, and then how are they going to remember it? They don't have to. Okay, there's two that I want you to mark just for me. One is go to the B's, bls.gov/OOH. And so, bls.gov/OOH, that is your Occupational Outlook Handbook. That's a career resource. It's got statistics on all the careers in the nation. Yeah, so BLS. That stands for Bureau of Labor Statistics. Occupational Outlook Handbook, that's a great career resource. That's kind of that's one of the things that, you can do on your own. It's not something that's an initiative necessarily where we're pushing you, but it's something that you can reference. So that's why I tell you about it. The other one's called March to Success. It's under the M's. MarchToSuccess.com is ACT Prep website. The reason I'm telling you about these two and not the others you're going to go through. Don't worry. Keith won't let it pass. He's going to teach you the ways. But those two I love to talk about. It's a good thing when you go back, you just start hopping on those websites and learning, So when you get back to your schools, you have a good start place. ACT Prep, that ACT Prep website has 7 free ACT tests. They time them and score them immediately. It's amazing. And it also has even a prep resource, so you can do prep classes on there too. Now, I don't know how good that prep class is. I've never taken it. I looked through the first couple screens. They looked all right to me. So I don't know how good it is, but it's better than none. I'll tell you that. It's 7 free tests. You're never going to find that anywhere else, okay? It's free to register. It says Army on there. Don't worry, they're not drafting the kids. All they're doing is they pay for it. That's all they're doing. All right. Then, if you keep going, you're going to see a glossary. I don't need that, but that's yours. I don't need that book. I do this in my sleep. Keep going a couple pages, you're going to see a glossary. Now, you're going to say, well, what am I going to do with this glossary? Look at those words. I don't understand half of them half the time, right? What do you think a freshman's going to do? A freshman's not going to understand what undergraduate means. I'm serious. Don't think like you are now, because you're a college graduate, right? Well, that's why we like near peer. That's why we like this mentoring aspect. It's because you guys know what college is, but you can also think about what college was to you when you first started, okay? And they don't know some of these words. That's a great, great lesson to teach young people, especially when they're freshmen, to learn some of that jargon they're going to hear because people just shout out stuff. Do yourself a favor, when you first present to some of these kids, ask them what a scholarship is and see what they say. It'll blow your mind. But it'll be very insightful for you because then you'll see where they're at. And that's what you got to realize is saying the word scholarship means different things to a lot of different people. Okay, so the glossary is a great tool. Now keep going, you're going to see some of our activities. So, the first one there says your college plan. Use it. Isn't that nice? People are like, man, Steve, how can I figure out a way that these kids can, write down their college choices and compare them and figure out what they need to apply, and I just don't know what I'm doing. And then I go, just gave you 150 of these things right here, college plan. So, use that college plan, print them off. Learn it, live it, love it. I love that thing. It's awesome. I use them, and I go in and out. I have 24 high schools. Think about that. And I use that thing. So, the next one is the reality check. Reality check is awesome because it teaches kids about reality. You want that car? All right, there, big boy. How much is that going to cost? All right, how much do you make at Dairy Queen right now? You ain't buying that car. All right? Now, you want to buy that car when you're 25. What kind of job are we going to need? What kind of education do we need to get that job? Oh, you see what I did there? I got my tricks. Okay. Then we have scavenger hunt. See, these are for we care about the middle school and the elementary kids too. We got a crossword. I like crosswords. All right. If you all can do, you know what? Give it a shot. See how good you are at that. You know, and then take one later when you're done with this year. Then we have notes. You're going to see parents and kids. Oh, I don't know what to write on. Yeah, you do. We thought everything. We're the pestering mother and father, you know. Well, I don't know where to write. Oh yeah, well I got it for you, kid. Huh? There you go. We figured them out. We know what we're doing. All right. That book is the foundation. There it is. That book is kind of like the end-all, be-all. We throw the kitchen sink at them. If they need to reference something, it's in there. All you have to do is point to it and say, read. All right? Now, Cody, you're up. You got keys money, KHEAA.com. Brochure. Tell them what it is. Don't mess it up. I'm grading. Yes.
Right.
Use your big boy voice too.
Keys money is money that is given by KHEAA, Kentucky Higher Education.
And Cody's referencing this brochure right here. This is our publication for keys money.
And it is, I believe, funded by the lottery.
Yeah, look at you. Woo.
That's right. And
what's that brochure say? Do you have the brochure, Cody? Cody.
It's going to be hard to reference.
Oh, you need one too. Here, I'll get you some. Keith? Uncle Keith. Where you at, man? Your kids are coming in here unprepared. What's going on? By the way, the Uncle Keith joke is funny because everybody calls him Uncle Keith in his old territory. And then one girl did a rap about it in one of the schools and put it on YouTube. And we watched it. Oh, we watched it. Uncle Keith is what they call him.
Anyone else need pamphlets from yesterday? Good?
Cody, we'll let you slide since you're such a good college coach. Keep going.
all right.
All right, keys book. Here's the keys. Show them the keys. Here's the keys brochure, everybody. This is what it looks like.
It is based off of academic merit.
There it is.
You can also get keys money through AP testing and what's known as International
Baccalaureate, yep.
Say it correctly.
No, that's good. And Cambridge assessment, which, guys, none of you are going to deal with. You're going to deal with AP, advanced placement. Okay? I already had my IB. I have one IB school here. She's already gone. So.
All right. It starts at 2.5 GPA.
I like it.
Goes up, and also 15 ACT score, and it goes up from there.
There you go.
Notice that it kind of pops off at 28.
There you go. Now, this brochure is a great handout to the kids, especially the younger ones, because you might not want to throw that college circuit at them just yet. So you throw them this. Say, hey, you want to learn about keys? Here it is. Okay, keys, it has some frequently asked questions. We even have a place where they can do the math. Go talk to Kim. She likes to do the math part. She's like me. We're number nerds. We like doing math, okay? So do the math part. Great little tool to have to work with your sophomores, your freshmen. Especially, I say sophomores because why? Anybody know why?
Because at that point they've got some keys.
There you go, my man. Freshmen don't have it yet because it starts freshman year. You got to finish a full year to get keys money. Sophomores, they got it. Why do I like sophomores? Because they need motivation. Hey, you blew it last year, bud. That's okay. This year we're gonna get you. You got a 2.0 last year? All right, 3.0 this year, right? Good motivational tool. Thank you, Cody. Good job. You didn't embarrass me. All right, KHEAA.com. Cody, take it away.
All right. So
Here's the brochure. I'll van it for him. Here it is.
students have their KHEAA accounts that can be accessed at KHEAA.com, not KHEAA.org, which a lot of students will usually get confused.
Boy.
It's KHEAA.com.
He's making me happy right now. I'm not lying.
And you log in. Most students will probably have theirs already set up. If they can't, they can go to the counselor
Or you.
one-on-one.
Or you can set their key account. That's right, it's pretty easy.
Call the hotline is open and
Oh, look at that.
Immediate call.
Where can you find the hotline number at, Cody?
The pamphlet or online.
There you go, right on the back. Look at that. Now, we have the sign-in button, like Cody was telling you. It's right there. We also have what our layout of our website looks like. It's inside. This is great for people who don't know who we are, because everything I'm talking about is on that website. So, you got 5 seconds, elevator speech time. Hey, check out KHEAA.com. Call them on the back, text outreach to them. Great resource for college access, okay? Boom, brochure, go to the house. Got it? Because we can't talk to everybody for now, like I'm going to you, right? Because nobody want to listen to me that long, right? But if we text outreach to this number, here's another reason I like this brochure. Look, and it's always on the back of all of our stuff, okay? Let me see. Yeah, look, on the back of that, on the back of that, right here, I know it's on that. We got everything. If you text the word outreach, and I want you to do this with all of your core students. If you text the word outreach to this number, this is our 800. We are going to send an immediate text saying, hey, welcome to KHEAA's texting service. What are you, a student counselor, what college access? They can pick the number, it'll be one. They text it back to us, they say, great, we'll send you updates. We'll send them 2 updates a month. Like, hey, this is Stephen from KHEAA. Did you know that you can check your keys money on KHEAA.com? Here's a link, hit it and go. All right, we'll send them stuff like that, but here's the great thing. You're working with a bunch of juniors, seniors. Those seniors are packing in on you, oh, help me, help me, help me. And then you got your little freshmen walk in. I need a keys answer here. I ain't got time right now, but you text us. Remember how I told you to text KHEAA? Text them that question. After they get back to you, come see me, okay? Because we will get back to them. Now, I might be in there too, but we will answer them back, all right? So I want you to do that with all your core students, at least. All right, thank you, Cody. Let's see, what did I give you?
High school basics.
All right, high school basics, take it away.
High school basics is a pamphlet that you're able to get from KHEAA.
I like the way he started. That's very accurate. Here you go, man, here you go.
I'm just gonna go get my small.
Okay, that's it. All right, so we start off, it's a pamphlet from KHEAA.
It starts out with some of the minimum requirements to graduate in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with KDE curriculum, there it is on the front. And here's why you need to know it. You might have a couple of kids who have schedules that are off. Now, it's not your job to schedule, okay? Leave that to the counselors. However, it's not a bad thing for you to catch a mistake or to advise these students who cannot get to their counselors as much as they want, okay? Or who won't go, and you can advise them, hey, you want to take AP classes, you better knock this one math class out first, or you're not going to get it, okay? So that's why this curriculum is very important. Go ahead, keep going.
As you open up, that goes to calculating your GPA, so
Love it.
It gives the sort of mathematical way that you get a hold of your GPA.
Another lesson you can teach to your younger students, right? Even your older students. Look, there's my chart
We
again.
have the same chart we had.
Important chart. See why it's the 2 places I wasn't lying. Okay.
Why do you want to do that? Understanding your transcript, being able to look at your transcript, see what it actually says, how many credits you've got. what
Most
grade
of you
got.
will use parchment, so it's an electronic transcript. You'll also be able to see them on Infinite Campus, okay? And if you don't have Infinite Campus access, your counselors can print those transcripts off for you too, so.
Moving on, you've got the college credit you can earn if you're doing dual credit classes.
Love it.
And
Finish up strong.
the last page references the keys money. It's got the keys chart again on it so that you're able to look at it and see what sort of GPA gives you what kind of money.
Yeah.
As well as the additional money you can get from AP classes as well.
Money's so nice, we put it on there twice, you know what I'm saying? We got 2 things with that on there, that's how important. Actually, it's more than that, but you know,
I think it's
3 or 4, right? Yeah, we got like everywhere, but twice rhymes, so there you go. All right, and then take us through our FAFSA card.
So the FAFSA ID is something that both parents and students will have to
What
fill
is it
out.
called? Not the FAFSA ID.
I'm sorry, FSA.
There we go. So
federal student aid.
he's talking about this side right here, folks. FSA ID. Go ahead.
It's on a different website than the regular FAFSA. You go to that website, it's fsaid.ed.gov.
And what does this tell them? What's the important part about this?
This gives you the, I don't know.
The steps.
Oh yeah, it gives you step-by-step.
Tells you
on
what
how
to do right here,
do
baby.
it.
That's right.
It's very easy.
And you can link to the FSA ID right through the FAFSA. Don't worry about it yet. Here's what you need to worry about. We got this postcard for you. Hey, how do I do an FSA ID? Here's your card. But what about read the card? Oh no. Read the card. Okay? Read the card, kid.
They won't want to read the card.
Now, the FSA ID the FSA ID gives you step by step. The FAFSA's on the back.
And it's got the list of things you'll need to file the FAFSA, which is very important because
Yep.
they always forget at least one thing.
Yeah, or on the front. However, if you're an
I
optimist,
guess that's true.
if you're an optimist, it's on the front. So, FAFSA, FSA ID postcard, wonderful little handout. I love it. Very concise, very straightforward, nice and neat, pretty. They did a good job. This is new.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's hot off the press right there. Look at Uncle Keith told you.
We got that one on the website.
Yes, you can, or the best way is just call us. Call your counselor. Which, Kim, do we give them our outreach maps?
If it's not in your folder,
It's not.
okay, I'll make sure that Keith or Mary sends that to you.
So you'll know your outreach counselor, yeah.
And then you can also go, I'm just out.
Yeah, listen, this is
You
good.
can go to KHEAA.com, and we have the tabs of the different audiences. There's a counselors tab, so that's the one you all go to, and then you can find a map of the outreach region, and it'll have your picture of your outreach counselor.
Yes. So you'll definitely meet them. Don't worry, they're coming for you. I've already went for mine, so don't yet. They coming for you. No, good. So we're coming. Don't worry. You're gonna know, and that's what Keith was telling you. We're here to support. We are. We know where you're at. We talk about you every month. We know about you. Don't think that you go unnoticed. We know exactly what's happening. We know exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it, and we care. So we're coming to see you. Don't worry. We will not leave you in the lurch. You will know us, and we will be there to support you. All right, which takes me, look at that transition. You like that? Outreach presentation guide. Now, if you don't have this, who doesn't have this? You got. I'll give you this one too.
Is that you on the front?
Yeah, it's me on the front. You're the top of the celebrity up here, bud. I'm everywhere, okay? Stay wide, baby. Did you see that nice shirt I got on? It says, ask me about the FAFSA. Mm-hmm.
I think we're investigating models for next year.
Oh, okay, here we go. We got the peanut gallery. I'll sign yours right now. I don't care, man. I'll sign that thing. We'll do pictures afterwards. There's 5 minutes for that. I always leave 5 minutes for pictures. So this outreach counselor guide, in the front it shows you the map, just like Kim was talking about. We don't have the counselors in the map. We can't put them all in there, okay? But we do show you our territories. So the territories are in there. And then if you turn the page, we get into our presentations, what we offer. Now, I'm going to tell you, we offer a lot of presentations. There's some in there that we're not going to get to go over today. That's okay. You just need to know that the presentations we do can be customized to you. If it says 30 minutes, that doesn't mean don't call us. Well, you come in and do 15 if we have to, okay? You don't, but we like to give those because they are curriculum aligned. All our presentations are aligned with curriculum. Now you can financial literacy, because that's going to be a requirement too next year. So, all of those presentations align with the school's curriculum. So if you've got somebody, if you got a snooty parent say, well, why are you teaching our kids this? Well, because they need to know it, okay? And it's aligned with what they're learning in school. All of our presentations are free. We'll come do them for you. You know, you want to look like a rock star? Wave your little hand at the beginning, say, I'm the college coach, look how smart I am. Take it over, Steve. I do a 30-minute presentation, and you say, you're welcome, people. You look like a rock star. So, unless I suck. Hopefully I don't suck. All right? So, all those presentations, do yourself a favor, familiarize yourself with that. And we give those out to all the counselors in the state. We give them to everybody. All right? Now, What did I do? How many have I gone through here? I'm doing good. We're getting to the nitty gritty. It's money, baby. Yeah, that's right, it is. Now you're gonna think, oh, it's money for college. Wrong. We're talking about financial literacy here. We can talk about money for college in here in a way, but this is budgeting, okay? This is budgeting, this is checking, savings, credit cards. We talk about loans in here, we talk about interest. We talk about stuff that you need to know about. This is very important to me. Here's why. I'll give you a reason. Here's one little story I've got that'll give you a good reason why this is important. I deal with foster kids a lot in the state. I'm very close to a lot of foster programs because I care about that stuff. And so, I mean, everybody cares about it, but you know, I try to make an effort to be around. And so these foster kids, here's some statistics, okay? Foster kids, if you don't know who they are, they're kids that don't have parents, or they do have parents, that can't take care of them properly, so they're put in homes, or they're put into residence programs where they live in a shelter where they go to school and they live and all that stuff, okay? I just saw a bunch of them last night. I saw about 70 of them last night. Now, these kids, we're not going to give them a pity party, but we do give them a lot of support, okay? All right, so when I go and talk to them, I tell them, you're gonna get money. We've got tuition waivers for some of them, which means they don't have to pay tuition at state colleges. We're gonna throw them money from the FAFSA. We get all the FAFSA money, which is quite lucrative in Kentucky. They're also gonna get educational training vouchers if they do a certain thing, they get the training voucher. If not, they get support for apartments, utilities, all this stuff. Basically, these kids are making serious money when they go to college. Now, we don't do too bad. We send about half of them to post-secondary, okay? We're okay. We're okay. Here's the sad part. Guess how many graduate? Less than 5. Less than 5%. Now, why is that? A lot of people say, oh, well, it's the FAFSA, the barrier. No, we do the FAFSA with them. We give them tuition. We give them all this money to work with. So what's doing it?
They don't know how to spend it and save it.
There you go. They don't know how to navigate life. They don't know what to do when they get the money. You're a foster kid. You've had a bag. You've had literally a trash bag of all your stuff on your back for years and years. Then we throw you into a school with all these intelligent people, and we say, good luck, all right? And here's what happens. They get that $5,000, and what do you think somebody that's survived, not lived, survived their whole life, what do you think they're gonna do with that money?
Buy stuff.
They're gonna live it up.
My daughter did that.
They're gonna buy a car, they're gonna go spend it on food, and you know what, sad, a lot of them will spend it on other people. You know, so there you go. You want to talk about a barrier, there it is, okay? This is very important. Don't overlook this. I love this. I love teaching it. So if you need somebody to teach it for you, you're uncomfortable teaching it, fine, call us. I'll come do it. We'll come teach you. This is very basic stuff, like how to budget. We talk about what banking is. Listen, don't assume anybody knows anything, okay? Assume you're starting from scratch. You might say, of course, these kids know what savings are. You'd be shocked, okay? They need to hear this stuff. So we tell them how to balance a checking account. If they don't have a checking account, if they don't use checks, that's fine. A ledger, it's accounting, you know? We're doing basic accounting here. We talk about compounding interest. If you guys want to learn how to be millionaires, come see me afterwards, I'll teach you. And I've got the math to back it up. We talk about borrowing money, talk about loans, we talk about car insurance. Steve, I'm getting that truck. I'm gonna get that truck when I'm gonna get a job. It's only $500 a month. I work at Dairy Queen, I make $600. Yeah. You're not getting the truck.
It's not good.
Insurance, taxes, donezo. That truck's getting repoed, kiddo. You're buying jalopy, 1978 jalopy. That's what you're buying, kid. Because that issue's gonna eat you up, okay? Contracts. I took a whole class in college on contracts alone. We've got a little brief version here because everything's a contract in life. You sign them all the time. How many times do you hit I agree and don't even look at it? I do it all the time. If you like South Park, there's a funny episode of Contracts on South Park. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. If you like it, it's hilarious. If you don't like crude stuff, do not watch it. All right, we've got credit cards. Credit cards are important. Here's the deal. A lot of people, you're going to hear this. Credit cards are bad. How many, did you have your grandmother that just did this to you all the time? Or did you have a mom that's, no credit cards, bad. Here's what that does to people. Nothing. They don't care. You say credit cards are bad, and they look at you like, who do you? Teach them about what credit cards are. I use credit cards every day because I know what I'm doing, okay? I make money off credit cards. Keith does too. Keith knows. Uncle Keith and I are cheapskates from way back. Way back. That's how, we're we're the alley cats, you know, that's what we call ourselves. We're the outside cats. We know what we're surviving and scraping, okay? But we know how to use this stuff. If you teach people, they will too. And that's the knowledge is what they need. They don't need to be told what to do. So we talk about credit cards. We talk about credit card jargon, like how to navigate offers and APRs and all that stuff. We give you a credit card bill so you can go through it and say, this is what it's going to look like. You need to learn. If you don't know how to read this, you don't need a credit card, right? So we learn this first. If you want a credit card, we learn this first. And then we talk about credit scores. There's a lot of myths about credit scores. It's very simple. Credit scoring is super simple, but people make it a big deal. Okay, and let me give you just a little piece of advice about basic credit scores. If you don't make any money, nobody cares what your credit score is, right? That's a good way to start with these kids. You want to buy stuff? Make money first, okay? You want to make money? Go to college. There we go. Now we're back to you again, okay? Here we go. This is APRs and how much. I love that chart. Kim loves that chart too. I know for a fact Kim loves that chart. Costs. If we borrow $1,500, we pay the minimum amount. This is how long it takes us to pay off at each APR. So at 11%, which is a very good credit card APR, it'd take you 5.5 years. Yikes, not fun. But if we go down to 24, you don't pay it off ever.
And that's more standard.
Perpetual. And that's it. What's the moral there? What's the lesson? You can't pay the minimum on a credit card. If you're going to use it, you need to have a plan of how to pay it off. Then we go into loans. Okay? Again, we're hitting them with loans because it's a part of budgeting, especially for a kid going to college, right? They need to know about that. Identity theft, always a good thing. You guys know about that stuff. That's why you're here. You know, teach them. You know what to do. You know, you've dealt with that. You know, you've dealt with these issues. So I go through the college circuit in this book because they're important, okay? That's why I go through them so in depth. The others, we just kind of skim over. But that one, I love it. Now, a lot of people love this one. This is called the Getting In book. I love it too. I can't go through it line by line, but I will tell you what's in it. This is the book that every senior in the state of Kentucky gets. They usually get it either the end of their junior year or the beginning of their senior, depending on the school. And we got 3 chapters to this. We've got college planning, we've got financial planning, and then we've got the colleges. And so here's what it looks like. College planning, a lot of stuff that we've went over already, but this gets more in depth. This is not for freshmen because we're getting into some serious charts, some serious reading, some serious, programs that seniors need to know. We talk about admissions process and how to navigate that. We talk about how to read transcripts and what you need to get to apply to school. You need transcripts, ACT scores. Then we get into your financial planning. So with the financial planning, we're going to talk about FAFSA and all the aspects of that, the tax part of FAFSA. We're going to talk about all of the state programs, all the federal programs that are offered. We're going to talk about scholarships. We're going to go in depth on all this. We're talking about loans, grants, work study, all of it. So this is a very in-depth book. This is not something that you're going to throw at everybody. Because not everybody's ready for that. But that's why we give it to seniors. We're very careful we are very intentional of who we send this to because we want it to get to the right people. Now, if you want to throw this to some people, parents and some kids every once in a while, that's fine. But I'm saying not every freshman needs to go to this book. All right, in the back we have all the colleges by alphabetical order. Make yourself aware that they have admissions, they have financial aid, and they have all the degree programs listed on every page. I would say that's always a good idea to kind of look at that stuff and know. Like a minute ago, I asked myself, how much is UK's tuition this year? I was wrong. I was off 700. I said 11.5. It's actually 12,224. Okay, so that's a good thing to know. Okay, because you're going to have kids to go to UK. You're going to have kids to go to these schools. So just be familiar with it. And if you know, you don't have to. I'm not saying memorize. I'm just saying you know where to go to find that information. In the back, after the colleges, we have an index that shows you all the degree programs by alphabetical order, and then we list the colleges that offer those degree programs. We do that because if you have a student that says, hey Steve, I want to be a nurse. I'm going, okay, well, flip through. Let me look at the first one. Do they have it? No. All right, second one, no. But I can go back here and I can look under health and medical and go to nursing and say, here's who has it. Alice Lloyd, American National, Ashland Community, ATA, Beckville, Belgium, blah, 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 blah. Look at that. You look like a genius, you know? You're welcome for that look. All right, in the back, after that, we have more glossary. Always love the glossary. Good teaching tool, guys. Great teaching tool. And then we have some cool stuff here. We have college admissions checklist. Ooh, we have a little FAFSA checklist. You all were asking about the FAFSA? Well, they were last period. The FAFSA checklist, we give these out to at a lot of fairs, a lot of presentations. We don't have enough for everybody in the state. However, got it right here. We can give you the PDF version of it. We've got that. The college admissions checklist, financial aid checklist, senior calendar, great, another reminder. School and package comparison. Hey, how am I going to make a decision? School A, school B, write that stuff down, senior. School evaluation. If they go on a campus tour, guess what? What a nice little thing to have on that tour, you know? Makes them think. Because a lot of times people just go on the tours and walk around and look and they don't really think, they're not thinking. You know, because a lot of times it's the first time they've been to that college. So send that with them. And then the college plan again. Look at that. Again, I put it in there again. That college plan is hitting nifty. It looks like somebody tore that out because they're going to make some copies. I like that. So that book's a wonderful book. All your seniors will have that book. If they don't, you call us immediately. We'll get them to them, okay? Surviving college. Anybody want to take a shot at this? Cody? Anybody?
Surviving college.
That's a good start. It is called Surviving College. It's about what happens when they graduate, okay? It's a good book to use at the end of the year. You could use it at the beginning if you want, I don't care. But this book has a lot of information about college when they get there, what their schedule looks like. If you get homesick, what to expect when you move in the dorms and all that stuff. Listen, again, this is great for you. You guys already know this book. You don't need me to come and teach you this stuff. This stuff you know. And that's the great thing about mentoring, right? You already know it, so now you can teach it just from experience. That book will help you teach that stuff, okay? Great things for those kids to know because, hey, we can get them to college. Now, help them stay there, you know? Help them navigate that process. Finally, if you go to KHEAA.com, if you want to get your KHEAA brochure out again, if you go to KHEAA.com, on the brochure, there's a sign-in button in the outer flap. It shows you how to log into your My KHEAA account. All you got to do is hit sign in. You log in with the username or password. Username and password, not or. And then you're in. Or if you've never done it, you guys will sign up for a KHEAA account. After you hit sign in, you hit register. Okay, underneath the sign in, the username and password, there's a register button. Once you click that, it's very easy. Students and you can do it. It takes about a minute to do. You create your own password, your username, then you log in. Once you log in, you get a table of contents. One of them will say My KHEAA. Once you click My KHEAA, you will be able to look at a lot of different stuff. You'll be able to see in your accounts, you'll see your old college history. So any grants you got from the state, you'll be able to see any loans that you took out. If you took them out from us at KCC, so we used to give loan. That's not going to be some of you newbies, but in that account, you're also going to be able to see KEA's money, and then you're going to see something called Getting the Facts on the left-hand side, your personalized college comparison tool. Getting the Facts is a nice tool to compare up to 6 colleges nationwide. This will be an initiative that you have to complete with juniors. We can come in and help you do it. This handout tells you what you need to do to fill it out and what it is, okay? Basically, we're going to ask simple FAFSA questions and academic questions, and then we give them a personalized snapshot of what they might be able to get at the 6 colleges they choose. And they'll be able to compare the costs side by side. Now, if they don't put accurate information in, we're not going to spit accurate information out, right? So it does, if they don't know, if they can't guess close, then, just tell them, hey, we'll just use it to compare, okay? Because that's what it will show: tuition, room and board, it'll show the demographics, average ACT. It gives you all that nice, neat information about every college in America. We have it all over. So it's a nice little tool. There's a million of these types of tools online. We give it to you for free through KHEAA, and ours is pretty nice. You can print out the PDF at the end. We will send you a personalized package in the mail if you choose to do that also. There you go. Any questions? Go ahead, Coach.
Do you have the new 40 higher education publications? Is that out yet?
Yeah, no, it's not. We've got a pretty good stockpile of the old one, which, they don't change much.
Right.
If you want some, just let one of the counselors know. And
I got lots of them.
do you? Good.
I just didn't have the new one.
Yeah, we still have quite a bit in our stock room. Now, they'll be gone after the fair. We'll give all of them away because we give a ton of those away. But if you want some, go ahead and call. Let us know today, actually. We'll get in touch with your counselor, or we'll get them mailed or something. We'll figure something out. But
Yeah, that's one publication you mentioned.
we don't talk about affording a higher education because affording is such a thick book. We can't print off very many. I mean, if we print off too many, it costs us a fortune. There's no way. And plus,
It's searchable.
It is
Yeah.
the updated ones, we do update that every year. The updated one, I believe, is expected to start going out to schools in September.
there you go.
And so you all, your school, and
Yeah.
I don't know who it's sent to, so you mentioned with the counselor or whoever, but you'll automatically get a few copies of that.
Yeah.
Public libraries automatically are sent a few copies.
Yeah.
And then you keep this in file. But it's definitely not a book you pass out to every student.
No.
Because it's thicker, and we just don't put it up.
Good book to keep in your office.
More of a reference.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a great book to keep in your
But
office.
it is like, it's searchable.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, that with your students, just teach them how to go to KHEAA.com. So we have a custom search bar at the top. So if you type in affording higher education, it goes right to it through the search listing. And then it's the first one. You click on it, it gives you the PDF of the table of contents.
Scholarships.
Oh, it's a huge, yeah, so that's what it is. It's all scholarships and financial aid programs from the federal, state government. It shows you all the scholarships at every college, and then it shows you outside scholarships, like community scholarships in each county. It goes county by county. So that's a great reference.
It's actually really cool, yeah. I've gone through it several times.
So if you want one, let us know. Like Kim was saying, it's probably at your school anyways. Do not pass it out to all your core seniors. I don't care. If you want to get 15 books, knock yourself out, I'm sure that it's first come, first served, though, so make sure if you do want those, you better get it in, because we take them all to the fair, and boy, they go fast. Yeah, affording higher education. Any questions? All right.
Thanks, Steve.
Nailed that. Right on time.